Hello and welcome everyone to Drew Estate's Freestyle Live. I'm your host, Drew Estate Izzy, also your Texas retail specialist. And tonight we have a great show for you. We're going to talk about a lot of things tonight. We're going to get into it. We're going to have drinks. We're going to have cigars. And these announcements, you're going to be so excited this evening. To my immediate left is my distinguished panel of gentlemen. I think they're gentlemen and maybe some scholars tonight. But Chris, Eddie, how you feeling? How you doing? Let's get into it.
Well, I'm offended you call me Chris.
I'm sorry.
Like, do I look like a Chris? Name an Asian guy that's called Chris. Jesus. I'm offended. But you did get it right, so I forgive you. So I'm Edward Wong, and I'm the global brand manager.
Perfect. Chris, how you doing tonight?
Very well, thank you, Izzy. I'm Chris Turco, Director International Sales. Very happy to be here tonight.
Thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
I'm fine.
Global Brand Director.
Willie
Herrera, Master Blender for Drew Estate.
Pedro, my man, how we doing?
Pedro Gomez, factory spokesperson. I'm doing extremely good, and it's amazing to be with all of you guys today.
And JD, how you feeling? How you doing?
I'm still hungry. That's why we're at the Last Call Diner.
So, ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, we just want to say thank you for being here tonight. And I'm honored to be in beautiful North Bay Village. And we are presently located at the Last Call Diner, also known as Happy Stork Lounge. Did I say that correct? All right. Happy Stork Lounge. So this lounge is significant to the Drew Estate family. So JD, Chef Jules, that you also know and love, as well as Eric DeSam, this is your new location. This is a new little thing we doing here. After hours? What we feeling, JD? What's up with this?
I know, we're all amped up. This is our new little project over here in our hospitality business, in our hospitality world. So Chef Julia said we could film here tonight and get our groove on a little bit before they went into their dinner courses. So yeah, historic place. It's a dive bar. It's fucking perfect for us. Sometimes we go high end and elegant and go that level, and sometimes we switch the style up. So a dive bar here, and now you got the diner in it, the Last Call Diner. So we're gonna eat good. We're gonna have some fun, and I don't know about you guys, but tonight, I know we got a lot of people watching from the United States, from all over the world. I think what we're going to drop tonight is pretty interesting. So I'm very excited about sharing this big news.
It's going to be a great night. But before we even get into that big announcement for tonight, I just want to give a special shout out to the men behind the scenes, HGAP. This company, they produce all of our Freestyle Lives. They are phenomenal, located right here in South Florida, Miami. So 305, represent up in here tonight. I love it. All right, now we got a bunch of announcements, but we got to do a little, recap right now. We got to do a little recap. We've been doing some events. We had some events on some East Coast states, one state I'd never been to, so I'm so excited. One state I used to go to that brought me into the Drew Estate family. So we started off with those barn smokers, y'all. All right. We start off in Pennsylvania. It was hot as hell. Y'all messed me up with that heat in Pennsylvania. Oh my God. I thought I was escaping Texas. I'm going to be cool. And I get to Pennsylvania. It's hot as hell, for real. So we did Pennsylvania. Then we did Connecticut. And we had some great moments at both these events. And then we got one more coming up in November in Florida. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Willie, I'm going to pick on you right now.
Let's do this.
Favorite moment of barn smokers right now?
For me, I think it's that opportunity to just meet people from outside of the U.S. I do a lot of events. I visit a lot of stores. But it's mainly, with the locals in that area. But in these barn smokers, man, I met some guys from the Grand Cayman Islands that flew in just for the barn smoker.
Yes.
So it's moments like that, you meet people that they book a flight from somewhere, another country, an island, somewhere, and they come to that barn smoker to meet with you and hang out with you and smoke cigars with you. That's at the top of my list for sure.
Beautiful. So I must say, right now you're officially a permanent fixture on this show. I just want you to know this now. Like you're officially
You're welcome.
a permanent member to this panel. So what happened for you at Bar and Smoker that it's just like, okay, here we go. What made it memorable?
You know, I was hanging out with my friends and we were going through the education stations, and JD was on the mic and telling everybody about the great leaf from the Connecticut River Valley, which is the pride of Drew Estate. I mean, when we look at that leaf, it's something that we take a tremendous amount of pride of what comes out of that farm, because what comes out of that farm speaks to what we're about, which is really great tobacco. And there was a moment where JD handed me the mic, and all of a sudden I thought about it, and when I look back, I'm like, 8 years ago, I was one of these consumers watching the circus. And all of a sudden, I'm the guy with the mic, and I'm in front of the circus. And that was an amazing moment for me. And as we went through those fields, we saw some of the most beautiful crop that's ever been produced in that year. So the crop is hanging in the barns. That means we're going to have a lot of more Liga privada in 18 to 36 months. So I feel great about the future. I love it every year when the farmers have great crop, and we have great cigars that will be coming out of that farm.
So for me, my most proud moment is I'm there on the stage and I said, okay, I'm going to challenge everyone. I need 1 minute of your time. Y'all raised $2,000 in 1 minute. All right. 60 seconds. We raised $2,000 for Cigars for Warriors. So thank you for everyone in attendance at that Bar and Smoker. In addition to that, right now, ladies and gentlemen, we have raised $43,000 for Cigars for Warriors. Okay, like that, yeah, like clap it up for real. Like that is a big deal. So Pedro,
yes,
you are very close to Cigars for Warriors. Can you tell us a little bit about that organization and what they do?
Well, basically, for us, we are extremely proud to be behind Cigar for Warriors, because what Cigar for Warriors they send cigars to the troops, to the men and women that serve the United States in the military, people that are very far away from their family, very far away from the United States, that they are deploying other countries. So what the Cigar for Warriors does, they ship cigars to the troops. We, in the Bar and Smoker, we are extremely proud and extremely happy to raise the awareness. And as you said right there, the amount of money that we have raised to ship those cigars to the troops that are deployed over there, and the amount of cigar that we have been helping, raising the awareness. Of course, everything that we have done doesn't even come close to what the sacrifice that the men and women that they have done. If we want to enjoy freedom, freedom doesn't come free. So the men and women that have served this country, so I want to, from the bottom of my heart, I want to, on behalf of Drew Estate and everybody right here, I want to thank you guys. Most importantly, I want to thank everybody that have been coming to our Bar and Smoker, people that have been having the opportunity to get their tickets, because those tickets sell out so quick. In less than 48 hours, we sold out all the VIP tickets to all the Bar and Smoker, without including more than 1,000 people that came to Pennsylvania, more than 1,000 people that came to Connecticut. So for us, it's not just talking about the beautiful history and tradition that happens in Connecticut and Pennsylvania. It's also about what the cigar does itself, which is bringing people together. So when we are at the Bar and Smoker, we are celebrating the tobacco that is growing on those regions. On top of that, we have the bless to make amazing cigars out of the tobacco that comes from those fields. And it's very interesting what you said right there, Isola. Yes, Pennsylvania, it was hot. But for me, I sell it this way. You love cigars? And everybody say, yes, I love cigars. Well, welcome to the club. This is how much does it take to make a cigar, and this is the people that you have to be grateful to, because at the end of the day,
they're in that heat working.
This amazing cigar, behind all this, behind the experience that Willie can show you with his skill, with his knowledge of how he blends his cigars, everything is so important from A to Z,
yes,
in order to have everybody to have a cigar in their hand.
I love
so
it.
for me, that's priceless right there.
And you know, Pedro, the number one reason and what people love the most about Barn Smoker is going to meet each other. I mean, think about the retailers that we see, you know, only that time of year. The fans that all congregate because they all want to get together because that's the one time of year people get together for the Barn Smokers. I mean, it's a celebration of tobacco. It's a celebration of the culture. I mean, for those of you on Facebook right now smoking at home by yourselves, you're not smoking alone. You're smoking with everybody else watching this show, commenting in the comments. So hey, man, cigars is about the people. It's not just about having cigars. And guess what? Here's another thing.
Oh, yeah.
I'll say this about Cigars for Warriors. Look, if you're sitting and wondering, how can I contribute to Cigars for Warriors? You can go on their website, and they'll take donations. If you're sitting in a cigar lounge and you got a bunch of cigars you're not going to smoke, donate them. Everybody has cigars they're ashamed of that they bought when they started smoking cigars. You know what? Fork them up. Give them up to a donation center at one of your retail outlets. They're listed on the website, and donate those cigars because they're going to go to our active duty troops, and they're the people that deserve them the most.
Absolutely. And if you have the opportunity to get those tickets, don't sleep on. All those breaking news happens right here, right, Isola?
Right here
At
on
the
Freestyle
Live. So if you tell me, bro, can you get me some tickets? Well, everything is sold
That's
out.
it. Because
So
right now,
you
we got
better
one more.
Get your ad quick.
We got one more Barn Smoker. So let me say this direct. We have no more tickets. Do not DM me. Do not inbox any of these people on this panel saying, can I get a ticket? We're sold out. We're done. But next year, we're going to come right back at you. All right? So come see us next year. But Florida, November 11th, come see us in Florida. We're going to have a good time. All right, everybody? So at this point, we've been talking for a little bit. I'm a little parched. I need a cocktail. Y'all know I love me some cocktails. Y'all know So Chef Julia, are you here? Do you have a cocktail for me right now?
We thirsty.
We're thirsty. It's Thirsty Thursday up in here.
So this is a Bomber Summer cocktail. It packs a punch. It is made out of Maker's Mark 101, fresh blackberries, a little bit of Sprite, and a little bit of mint, and a little bit of lime. Big Hefe over here, I heard he was hungry. So he's not gonna get a cocktail, he's gonna get a snickety snack. You're welcome.
Snickety snack. Thank you, Chef Julia.
I want a toast for everybody that is watching right now. So I hope that you got your drink on and your smoke on because we are drinking our salt and heart right here. Is that right, Willie? There you go. So
Cheers,
to
everyone.
everybody.
Cheers to you.
Great summer flavors, minty and
goodness.
citrusy. Delicious.
This is great for the summer. It's got bourbon, my favorite liqueurs, everybody knows. The mint is delicious. It's great. Okay, we good? We feeling good?
Amazing.
Oh, we're good.
Now we are in our sweet spot.
Stay focused, Pedro. Stay focused.
Oh, 100%.
Stay Pedro. Stay focused. All right, so we had Barn Smoker, but tonight is the special edition of Freestyle Live. I'm so excited because, I love to travel. I'm a little jealous as I introduce this moment because I haven't been over there yet. So let me just say that yet. I haven't been over there yet. So we got some things that's coming up. But before we get into that, I want to introduce and really get into what you guys do. Eddie, really tell us who you are and what you do for Drew Estate.
Well, I'm really Edward Wong. I'm the global brand
He
manager.
corrected me. His name is not Eddie. It's Edward. Okay. He really is Edward Wong. Okay.
Yeah, there are quite a few Eddie Wong out there, so just know that there's only one original Edward Wong. So I manage the global brands, and I guess what does that mean, right? This is a tough job. Let me tell you. You got to take all these brands, these beloved brands that everyone knows and loves in the U.S., and to get them overseas into each and every market that we can, promoting it, pricing it, supporting the international sales team. This guy right here, Chris Turco, Director of International Sales. I work very closely with this gentleman. There's another team, he's supported by Ricardo Ortiz, who handles the logistics, and we have Mac Bergson, who's kind of like I'm not even sure what he does, but he's there. So,
So wait a minute. So Mac is just there. Mac Bergson is just right. I was like, we love Mac. He's just there.
we're a very small but proud team. And So this is a very tough job. We don't have the same resources as the U.S., but thank God that we have great products. We have a great global cigar community, people that we can engage to, and that's the biggest reward of my job, is to meet these people, engage our brands with these consumers, and to enjoy good smoke with them. So it's a very rewarding position. Yep.
All right. So Chris Turco, tell us who you are and what do you do within this division of Drew Estate Cigars?
Chris Turco, Director International Sales. A great pleasure to work with Edward Wong. And very fortunate to be part of a team that brings Drew Estate Cigars to over 70 countries around the world. 70. Here's to that.
Wow, that's amazing, man. So cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers to that.
And I know we're going to get into it in a little while, but our tour for I'm not going to get into it. No, I can't spoil the surprise.
Don't spoil the surprise. That's my job to spoil it.
You're right.
But before we spoil it, we have this beautiful video that was actually filmed in Nicaragua. And it's going to now tell you what this show is really all about tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce this video. Show this video. HGAB, show this video. Let the people see what they want to see.
Selección de Mercado is a modified tweak blend off of the Liga Aniversario. I wanted to create something special for the international market. The result is this delicious cigar. Very different from the US Aniversario. This boasts a unique and special wrapper, specially grown for this project. Liga Privada, la selección de mercado, is the embodiment of tradition and heritage. As I hold this cigar in my hands, I appreciate the craftsmanship that has gone into this cigar, as I'm sure you will too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we know what's out here now. It is the Selección de Mercado. Pedro, help me. You know I can't speak Spanish. Help me out.
Selección de Mercado. You got to roll
Thank
your
you.
R's.
Market Selección. How about that? I cannot roll those R's. I'm country, y'all. I can't roll R's. All right. So we know what the cigar is. We're excited about this cigar because, JD, this is international release. Tell us why we created this cigar.
Yeah, this is definitely a personal moment for us from Drew Estate, from at the factory level, brand management, as well as from the entire organization. For us, Liga Privada has become, throughout the last 10, 12 years, really the tip of the spear for Drew Estate. This was the company, Drew Estate. They were the acid guys. We were the flavored guys. We were the bunch of fucking idiots. But Liga Privada is what really broke the mold from us. And I remember in 1996, Isola, when I was there for the release of Opus X, like there, and Carlito handed me there that day at Windows in the World in Manhattan at the World Trade Center. And I remember that moment when Opus X was released, and I had said for the next 20-something, I said all those years, as we built Drew Estate, our majestic factory, everything that we did, it was always on my mind about how Carlito drove that brand, Opus X. And where would Drew Estate someday have our love letter to the world, to the industry, about our very best, the pinnacle of the Connecticut River Valley, as you illustrated earlier. So for us, after 10 years, 12 years of working Liga Privada, working the Pelons, even the Underground story, getting blessed from all the rollers smoking all the Liga Privada. Throughout the years, as you watched Liga Privada become this antithesis to Opus and really be globally respected, what happened to Drew Estate is we went from the romper room to a globally respected, I think we're number 2 in the world or number 1, I'm not sure, but Liga Privada had so much to do with that. So when we released Liga 10, which as you guys know, we got Liga 9, 52, H99, the hybrid, and then we got Liga 10, which is our celebratory 10th year anniversary, we made a critical error, Isola.
What did we do, JD?
What we did was we brought this brand to market, and we didn't have much of it. It was this leaf that we were working on for so long, and we brought it to the United States, and we brought it to the U.S. market. But we have grown our business, as Eddie Wong and Chris has talked about. Globally, Liga Privada is the tip of the spear. Liga Privada has become synonymous with Drew Estate.
Yes.
So we put nothing aside for them. We didn't send them one fucking box of cigars. So as we said, hey, look, let's look at Liga Privada, 10th year anniversary, and we have Anniversario, and Willie and these guys, I'm sure you're going to touch base on the blend.
We are.
But for the global community, this is our celebratory moment to say thank you, our love letter to the world. Yep. Liga Privada, Liga 10, Anniversario, 10th year. Who the fuck knows what we're going to do in 20 years? But for right now, that's the bomb shit. And we excluded 70 countries who support us every day and who are part of our journey every day and who teach us how to be better. So for me, and I think, P and I were talking about it, Willie, for us, Liga 10 market selection is now our opportunity to write our love letter to the entire global world saying, thank you. This is our thank you. So for us, I think it's emotional, it's a personal moment, and it's an important time for Drew Estate.
All right. Now, Anfan, this is important. What exactly is this cigar? Because, again, this is a brand new release, and I know everyone right now is like, what is it? What is it? So, tell us a little bit about this cigar. What is this cigar?
Yeah, with Selection de Mercado. This is a leaf growing from the same Connecticut River Valley that we've invested in for the last 20 years. We've made serious investments in this region. And when I think about 5 years ago, it was a seminal moment in Drew Estate to make Liga Privada 10 Anniversario, H99, and celebrate the 10th anniversary of Liga Privada. So when you think of Selection de Mercado, this is Liga Privada 10 for the international market. This is a major moment for Drew Estate as we launch our new Liga Privada. When we think about Liga Privada, we think about our best and our most prestigious leaf that we've saved. So we think about Connecticut Criollo. This is our own Connecticut Criollo. It's grown from the same fields as Liga Privada 10 Anniversario. And, when we were sorting through the tobacco, we saw that it had a different color. But also, what we did with this was we made a blend specifically for the international market. So it tastes differently. It has a smoother taste profile. It's made for the international market. So you domestic guys, while you can't get that, that means that while we have this international version, your domestic version won't, of Liga 9, Liga T52, Liga Unico, Liga H99 Anniversario, that doesn't mean you're going to have less. We invested in both of these, and we've made major investments in the Connecticut River Valley to make sure that we have a lot of product. Because, you remember when we launched Liga 10 Anniversario, we had to go raffle it off every month.
Yes,
I remember. That was an exciting moment, but it was a reflection of not having enough tobacco. And what we did was we saved this tobacco that has a rosado color. So it has a different color, different taste profile, and it's just a different taste. So when you can't really compare it to Liga 9 or 10. It is similar, but it is also very different.
So Eddie, I know for you, this is kind of like, give us a little history with this cigar or with the leaves that we're using with this cigar. Because I know this is important for you in terms of developing this cigar.
Yeah, it is. It's a very proud moment. JD hit it right on the head. This is a celebratory cigar. Liga 10 Aniversario is our celebratory brand, the Liga 10 brand. And with Aniversario, that was such a special cigar. We wanted to do something equally as special for the international market. So, this is to our way of honoring the global cigar community. It's for those people that stuck with us, those people who made Liga Privada their brand. And so this is tremendous. One other thing is that this cigar is all about respect to tradition. So what I mean by that, when I travel to the markets, or anyone else, when you go look for cigars internationally, you're going to find, you're going to hear two words: New World cigars and Old World cigars. And that kind of hit me when I first stumbled upon that. Thought about it, it's like, okay, so Old World cigars means Cuban only, and New World cigars is Dominican, Honduran, Nicaraguan, pretty much everything else. And the fact that the international market distinguishes between this segment where they isolate the Cuban cigars, right, Chris? Is just it's baffling, but deep down, this underlying value for tradition. They really respect their tradition, and we know that this is the type of market that we need to be traditional. When we went deeper into what this brand's about, we looked at the old practices of what Cuba did. Way back in the day. We had this color, I guess it's natural color, but it's more Colorado color, a lighter Habano color these days. But that color used to signify the quality of the wrapper. People would see a wrapper and say, this is a great cigar, and the demand would soar for that color wrapper. Cuba capitalized on it. They start exporting just that wrapper, cigars with that wrapper, into the marketplace, and then even put a sticker on calling it EMS, English Market Selection. This is the UK we're talking about. So the Habano Colorado Claro natural color, that became the standard of quality and trust in the UK. Similar occurrence in the US, 1950s, around there, even earlier. Candela was a hot topic. It was a hot wrapper. It was the talk of the town. People, whenever they say green wrappers is the best wrapper, it's the best tasting wrapper. Now, could be superstitious. There's no there's no basis for if that's true or not. But it's the belief. It's this wrapper, this green color wrapper, is supposed to be superior. That everyone demanded it. And so, of course, what Cuba did was create a lot more Candela wrappers, ship it into the U.S. market, and called it AMS, American Market Selection. And then again, over in Spain, they had that same phenomenon with the Spanish Market Selection, SMS, and that's the Oscuro Maduro type color wrapper. So this was intriguing. And like what An alluded to with the Selection Mercado, this leaf, this tobacco is so special. It's this reddish hue, this rosado color. And this is, when we test blended this, when Willie was providing a lot of the test blends, we were like, this tobacco is really phenomenal. It's smooth, has a very good profile. What can we do with it, Willie? So we took this wrapper. This is like our market selection. This is the one that the world is going to be looking for when you try it. We purposely blended this for the international market. Look, I used to live overseas, and I smoked for many years, and I've smoked Cuban cigars probably every week. And so when I talk to the marketplace, and these people are talking about Cuban cigars, and it's not so strong, it's medium bodied or mild bodied, it's not so full bodied, it's the New World cigars is too strong and all. It resonates. I get where they're coming from. I smoked this. So, in working with Willie and taking that wrapper and what he's done with that, and really taking our Liga 10 base with the wrapper and creating this smooth, really delicious profile. Just in comparison, like the Liga 10 is bold, like I would say peppery, spicy, like a steak, meaty, right? Like you like to say, meaty.
Meaty and chewy.
Meaty and chewy.
That's right.
Grr, you know?
So that brings us into a good moment. So Willie, let's talk about that taste. Oh, I'm sorry.
I was going to say, well, that's not what Selection Mercado is.
Right.
It's still bold, but there's hints of pepper. It's not as peppery as this Aniversario, but it's earthy. It has that smooth, I would say, espresso forward. It has those coffee notes. And so the way I compare the two, and we're lucky to have these two brands, the Aniversario would be more on the darker side, and the Selection Mercado would be on the lighter side. So I'm very proud that we have these two awesome sticks, and the Aniversarios for the U.S. market, and Selection Mercados for the international market.
So Willie, you blended these cigars.
I did.
And Edward Wong has told us about these cigars. So really get into the taste and the blend of these cigars when you crafted these beautiful selections. Tell us about them.
Well, I wanted to come up with something, not as bold. As Eddie was saying earlier, that international market is not so bold forward. They're more about body, flavor, aroma, complexity. And so essentially what I did was I started off with, deconstructing the Liga 10 Aniversario and kind of reblending that using the same tobaccos, but more subtle. So it wouldn't be so peppery, like Eddie said. It wouldn't, be that, like I always call, it wouldn't be that Liga 9 on steroids. I kind of wanted to make this more, tamed down a little bit more. And then with that wrapper, that rosado color, it's a beautiful wrapper, and it doesn't give that intense spice and strength that the darker leaf has, like the U.S. Liga 10. Mm-hmm. So I kind of reblended that cigar along with that wrapper to be more balanced, more flavor, more, just more for that market. I don't think that they want that punch in the face type cigar. They want more of that flavor, that balance, that aroma, and it's just a beautiful looking cigar. It's one of the most beautiful wrappers I've ever seen.
Yo, I got to jump in. It's impossible I couldn't jump in at this point. Too much. So first of all, early in the day, Willie, homie, when we were blending Liga 10, Willie's all about tradition, doing it right. One of the things I respect about you the most, Willie, is when you joined Drew Estate, you moved to Nicaragua. You spent a year and change on the factory floor every morning before 7 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
Every day you were out there with every cigar roller, banchero. You earned respect on our factory floor because these people ain't fucking around. They've been doing it a long time. When it came time to blend Liga 10, I remember getting a text message from you. Yo, we got to talk. What do you got in mind in terms of directional, in terms of like, yo, I can do a lot of things, and I got a lot of shit on my mind with this Liga 10. What are we going to do? I said, yo, Willie, because you just said it. I said, throw him what the people, give him that Liga 9 on steroids. And, you were like, yo, JD got you. And then you fucked around with it. You had your team, and you just threw it up there like, yo, this is 10 years, and Liga 9 was our hallmark. Let's give him Liga 9 on steroids. Just give him, if you thought Liga Privada number 9 was the fucking baddest rooster, this is the motherfucking gallo mas gallo. This is the beast motherfucking rooster kill all the roosters. And I was like, yeah, we got it with Liga 10. And I'm going to just give props out to you and to the entire blending team and production team. If you were to try to cast yourself to say, a Behiki, a Cuban, if you were to blend a Cuban Behiki with a Liga Privada number 9, what would you get? What would you get internationally? I don't give a fuck. I'll say it right here. Like that is, if you smoke this stick, it's not just the color, Eddie Wong, Ifan. You guys are talking about the rosado, the hue, the English market selection, the folklore behind the color of what was a beautiful story in both Cuba and in England after the war and all that shit. We could get into it. But what we're talking about is the texture of the leaf and what you blended. If anybody ever had in mind to smoke a Cuban, like the best of Cuba, like a Bohiki mixed with a Liga 9, I would say market selection is what you guys have delivered. So from that, I say, yo, I'm going to raise my glass to that right there. Congratulations. And for everybody internationally who's going to fuck with this cigar, you guys are getting something that's never been done before. This is a first. This is historical. So it's a big deal. And bless.
Oh, yeah.
So, Chris Turco,
Yes, Izzy?
we've released this cigar, and it's as always what Drew Estate does. We always do big releases, and I understand that we got a little European tour that's about to happen.
We do.
You got some fellas that's gonna be joining you, and I still have a passport and will travel. I just want that to be known on this stage right now.
It's still valid for 6 months. Yeah.
Fellas and a gal. I think I need to be on this tour.
Yeah, it's a bunch of guys.
I think I need to be a gal on this tour. But Chris, tell us where we're going. What we're doing with this cigar?
She thirsty, bro.
I'm thirsty.
Blonde
I'm thirsty.
Smoker wasn't enough.
Yes.
Freestyle Live wasn't enough.
No,
She thirsty.
I want to go to Europe. I'm ready.
Oh.
Well, you all familiar with the expression "you can't be in two places at once." Well, Jonathan is going to show you how to do it when he's at the official launch of Liga Privada Selección de Mercado in Istanbul. And I wrote this down so I get the dates right and I don't want to screw anything up. Istanbul, Sundays, September 10 at 8 p.m. at a very lovely location called Pete and Sherry. That's our first major launch event. The following evening, Jonathan will be on a sunset yacht cruise on the Bosphorus for a VVIP event.
Very VIP.
Sounds pretty good, right?
I'm liking the sound of this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then the whole team gathers. Jonathan and Eddie come to Introtabak, which is the world's largest premium cigar show.
Okay.
And that is September 14 through 16. And that is our opportunity to formally showcase Liga Privada Selección de Mercado to many, if not most, of our international partners.
Okay. And Pedro will be joining you at Introtabak as well.
Oh, yeah.
So it's you, it's Pedro,
Yes.
it's JD, it's Eddie.
Because you know what, I want to add it right there. When it comes to us, I'm gonna tell this on a very personal level. Me coming from Esteli, Nicaragua, me seeing Drew Estate from a very small little egg in downtown Esteli to what Drew Estate have become. And it's not about, we love everybody that loves cigars. But this project right now, Selección de Mercado, is something extremely special that we have developed right here at Drew Estate, not just in the factory with Willie and Ann and Eddie Wan, with the leadership from Jonathan Drew, and everybody involved in the project. It's about bringing something special, super special masterpiece that is about the celebratory moment, what Liga Privada has become in the premium cigar world. So for me, I'm extremely thrilled to be in Romania. We're going to be doing amazing events over there. We're going to be in Bulgaria as well, and we are going to be in Hungary. And there are so many great places, but not forget about the places. It's about the people that are gonna be coming to those events. So I'm gonna take my time to thank everybody that has already they already have their ticket, but most importantly, the people that are gonna be there celebrating something that is made by hand and made by hand from my people and my people from Esteli, Nicaragua. So Liga Privada Selección de Mercado is going to be a beautiful statement from Esteli, Nicaragua.
So right now, ladies and gentlemen, on your screen, we have the dates and locations. Also, go ahead and pull out those cell phones. The key QR code is right now on your screen. If you are traveling abroad right now, because I have a lot of friends that's traveling right now in Europe, hit up these guys. They're going to be there. Check out these events. We're going to have a good time with the beautiful Selección Mercado. Market selection.
Wait, I got a question.
Yes.
So wait a second. You're up with this all Hungary and Romania. That's right. You know people over there?
Oh, well, I don't know many people over there. I do know the distributor very well.
Do you know what goulash is, Holmes?
No.
That's what you're going to be fucking eating, some goulash.
Oh, my
Goulash?
goodness.
Chef Julia, what do they eat in Hungary?
Yes.
It ain't dim sum.
They eat fucking goulash, man.
Well, you know, one thing about cigar smoker, guys, and I'm very sure that everybody that is watching this video right now, people that know how to smoke a cigar,
might need a
premium
cigar
cigar,
with goulash.
they do know how to eat, they do know how to drink, and they do know how to smoke Drew Estate cigars. And we are not fucking around. And excuse my French.
You're going to gain 30 pounds. How much goulash? You have no... Eddie Wong, you've eaten goulash, right?
Hey,
I can't think of one food from Hungary, Romania. Where else are you going to be?
Oh, we're
Estonia?
gonna be in Bulgaria, Romania. And so at the end of the day, guys, for everybody that is watching this one, so it's about sharing. And that's what we are doing right here. We are sharing an amazing product that only Mother Nature can give us, which is tobacco, black tobacco, that has been growing for hundreds of years. And amazing, not just the name of the cigar, which is Selección de Mercado. Just picture this, the amazing memories that you're gonna have with a product like that.
Well, hang on a second. This is getting very confusing. So, amazing memories. If you're based in the United States, can you buy this cigar? Market Selection, Liga Privada 10 Market Selection? Or is this only for the global community?
This cigar, JD, is only for the global community. International release only. But for our beautiful domestic partners here, we have our beautiful Anniversario. Two different cigars. One is only for the U.S., one is only for our international market.
So find your international homies, man. Do your trades. Do whatever it takes.
So for my
The
friends
cigar.
that's traveling right now, I need this cigar because I can't get it. So can y'all please buy me this cigar? I really need it. I will Cash App, Zelle something later. But we'll talk about that off camera.
No, but hang
yeah,
on.
I'm
Fon
just
was
saying.
saying it, and you know what? I think he's right. You guys remember when we released the Bauhaus?
yep.
Yes.
I don't know how many people remember when we did Liga Privada Bauhaus just for Germany. That shit was something big.
Yes.
And people from all over the world. There were people in the United States. I heard like 700 or 800 boxes was flying this way and that way, back this way. But, right? That went really, really haywire with the German release of Liga Privada Bauhaus, which was a limited edition, was a little shorty, right? It was like a 4.5 or something by 52 or whatever.
Yep.
But this one is truly, really a full Liga Privada line extension, different blend, all the way. And I think tonight, you know, for us, I think there's a lot more coming up that Izzy you got on the plan for tonight to talk about.
Yes.
But for us, this is really such a monumental moment, and all of our trade partners throughout the world have, you know, have we notified? Do they know, or is this the moment that they're finding out right now?
This is the moment right now.
They're finding out
Right now.
at this moment.
At this
Right
moment.
at this moment.
You guys are going to have to deal with a whole overload of sales calls and everybody coming at you
kidding.
from 70 countries who are gonna.
Don't forget the time zone
Well,
too.
you know, I'm gonna add my 2 cents right there. It's extremely impossible to please everybody, but the cigar itself is gonna show you what happiness is all about.
Yeah.
Is that right? Yo, the
Pedro,
marketing team that
that
we
is
got right here,
absolutely-
is that right? Very good.
When I said before you can't be in two places at once, I didn't finish the thought, so it's kind of hanging out there. Istanbul, the launch city, the magical launch city that meets East and West, the city that bridges 2 continents, is where JD will be at Pete and Sherry to
And
launch.
Eddie Wong. Me and Eddie.
Eddie Wong, of course.
2-man takeover.
The
So what
two-man
about it? We
takeover.
were getting into the Istanbul piece. Let's see if we're going to keep it B-roll or A-roll. Drop it. What's the deal with the what's the meaningful connection to the Istanbul piece, Chris?
It's, well, like I said, you can't be in 2 places at once. So and you can't be everywhere. So where can JD be? Where's the perfect location for JD to be to introduce our very special Liga Privada Selección de Mercado, Istanbul.
That's beautiful.
Asia, Europe, bridges two continents, beautiful location. And the next evening, the VIP sunset cruise on the Bosphorus. It's a spectacular 2 days.
It's the spice route, the silk route, silk road.
Silk route.
You're doing a silk road.
Yeah.
For my history buffs out there,
a little
silk
part
road.
of it, for
Doing
sure.
a little silk road.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, I see you. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, hit up that QR code right now. Locations are also on your screen, but also make sure you scan in that QR code. You will see where JD, Pedro, Chris Turco, Edward Wong will be in this beautiful takeover. For all my friends that's traveling abroad, I need that cigar. Thank you very much. I appreciate you.
Now we've got the rest of the launch tour.
Yes.
Well, like I mentioned before, Intertabac, the world's largest premium cigar trade show, is the September 14 through 16. After that, Mr. Pedro Gomez picks up the launch tour with events in Budapest, Sofia, and Bucharest, Romania. We start in Budapest, Hungary, Monday, September 18 at Hemingway Restaurant. Beautiful place. Then we're off to Bucharest, Romania, Wednesday, September 20 at El Unico Cigar Lounge. Thursday, September 21 at Guava Restaurant. On to Sofia, Bulgaria, Saturday, September 23, Best Cigars Lounge. Saturday, September 24, Sunday, September 24 at the Crystal Palace Hotel. On to Varna, Bulgaria, Monday, September 25, El Fuego Cigar Bar and Lounge. And then on to Plovdiv, Bulgaria, Tuesday, September 26 at Best Cigars Lounge. We got a busy September.
Oh, yeah.
What is goulash?
It is a soup or stew or meat or vegetables originated in Hungary. So I was right.
Yep.
You're going to be eating a lot of fucking good.
Blue collar food.
Paprika.
Goulash,
I like it.
Launching Selección de Mercado, of course, is like a dream come true. Because only God knows all the hard times, beautiful times, amazing romantic times, and all the vision that we have come out with from Drew Estate. And for us, it is hard to put into a beautiful sense what this product means for all of us, especially using Liga Privada and Selección de Mercado, the blend itself. So for us, it's something that we just can't wait to share with the entire world. So I can't wait to see you guys in Bulgaria, Romania, and Hungary. There you go. And Turkey. So we just can't wait, guys. So please mark your calendar because we're going to see you there.
September.
Yes, sir.
September.
Yes.
Takeover.
Takeover.
Liga. Takeover. There we go. Chef Julia, it's time for a cocktail because I need something to match this beautiful cigar. And I know you got something back there for us. I'm excited about this cocktail because I know you crafted something beautiful. So come on, lady. What you got for me right now?
It's a Gold Rush. It's made with scotch, honey, and ginger. Yeah, it's like a little blendy blend, kind of like what y'all are up to. So let's take a moment and celebrate all this amazing news. Scotch, ginger, honey, and a little bit of ginger beer. We are fancy.
Edward Wong, how do you feel about this? I will never call you Eddie again in life. You're always now going to be Edward.
Well, cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Cheers to you.
Eric DeSam, you made this one or what? Or was this a Julia one?
My sweet Jesus.
Oh, shit. Internal conflict. I will destroy you.
This is amazing. This is delicious.
This is really good.
This is really
Now,
good.
Isola, we want to see some heart. For the people that are watching right now, well, let's see some heart and see what you are drinking on because right now we are knocking heaven's door with this drink right here. Is that right, Willie?
That's right.
We're knocking heaven's door's boots.
Okay, so at this moment right now, so we just talked about this beautiful cigar that's probably going to range between $25 to literally $100 within the international market, just based on taxes and shipping and costs and all these things that go into these cigars, right? So here in the U.S., sometimes we can be cost effective. I'm trying to use nice words. Frugal. What's another good word?
Tightwad.
Tightwad. But at this moment, and that's my good friend and my fellow Chicago friend, Aunt Fawn is here for what we would like
Side?
to call. What do you say?
Northwest Side.
Northwest Side. I'm a South Side girl. Northwest Side, South Side girl. We like to call this segment. It's not a segment, actually. It's the cheap second. Cheap skate second, because our beautiful CFO said we cannot have a segment. We got issues. We're not doing whole segments. We're doing seconds. So this is now called our cheap skate second.
Word.
Cheapskate seconds.
I mean, it's the cheapskate second, so it's time to get real, man. I'm gonna finna get real. So what we have here, we have our H99 Papa Frita. So, when you think about, $20 cigars, $15 cigars, not everybody can smoke those cigars every single day, every single cigar. Maybe some people like Willie Herrera,
Only samples.
he might get great samples. But for those of you that can't smoke expensive cigars every single day, we have our H99 Papa Frita. So if you were on the last Freestyle Live special edition, we launched this cigar. And let me give you a challenge. Look, if you have not smoked Papa Frita, I think you need to take this H99. And if you're sitting in a cigar lounge right now, go up, and if you look around you and you find people that have not smoked this cigar, just pick up this cigar and buy them a cigar and hand them this cigar. You're going to find out the beauty of H99. So when you think about the Connecticut River Valley and the pedigree of the tobacco coming from that region, our H99 is where we hang our hat. So when you think about, we made Liga 10, we also made H99 in the same year using the same, the tradition of high quality tobacco. So you think about 18 months of fermentation. Most tobaccos that you see out there are fermented for 9 months. And with 9 months, you get a great tobacco out of that. For these thicker wrappers, you need a much longer fermentation time. So you think about H99 Toro, that's going to be your premium leaf. It's going to kind of like your prime steak. When you think about your Papa Frita, that's on a lower grade. So maybe it's a little bit like choice, but at least it gives you this budget smoke that gives you a great smoke and a huge amount of flavor with the smaller ring gauge as well. And it's super sharp and spicy.
Okay, that second's over. You got to hit to the next second, because I don't want to fight with the CFO, because he's sitting there counting beans and everything right now. We got to come on. Next segment. Let's go.
Look, man, we got our grab and go T52 Coronets. So when you think about car smokes, these are the perfect car smokes. So like I said, not everybody can afford a $20 smoke, but hey, we got great cigars for you at any price point. And when it's called Liga Privada, that means it has the fire flavor on top. So go out there and get your cheap smokes. They're out there for you.
They're out there. JD, did we make it in time? Are we good?
No, we're doing good.
We did seconds.
You know what? As fancy as this company gets, as fancy as Drew Estate gets, we've been growing. We got all sorts of cigars. You guys are talking about cigars. I heard you talking about $50 to $100 in Europe and shit. In Liechtenstein and all these places, shit's going to be over $150 with taxes, $150 for cigar. Give me a headache, man. People who are the hard-working, good people out there, they need a good cigar to get. I went crazy for the $6 Chuck when we released Nica Rustica. I feel as though this is what separates Drew Estate. This is why we're always in the cut. This is why we're always keeping it real. We're like Mickey on your motherfucking shoulder in Rocky. Understand me? You remember Mickey? Oh, yeah. Well, you better get your goulash game. The cheapskate moment is about Drew Estate that we love you. We fuck around with the name, but we don't care if you are the richest guy or you the poorest guy. You deserve a great cigar. So I personally, there's people out there with all these fancy brands. They go, we're going to honor Cuba. We're going to honor Billy. Yeah, I'm going to honor the motherfucker out there who's a nurse, who's a policeman, who's a UPS driver, who's working at Walmart, who's making sure all your shit is squared away with a product that you can love. That is what Drew Estate is about. That's why, call it Cheapskate moment or call it our proudest moment. That's why this segment is for me, my favorite segment, that and the Liga Privada.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, cheers.
Oh yeah. Is everybody having a good time over there? I want to see some hearts.
We need to see some love because I think everybody out there right now want to know, because throughout the year, we start off this year, 2023, we start off with these beautiful campaigns. And we started with Blacken. Yes. You killed it. You killed it. Like, y'all killed it. Y'all sold out events. You took all my swag away. I'm excited. I'm happy. All our territory managers was like, damn, I can't keep the swag in stock. Then we went into the next quarter. The next part of the year, we had the general Drew Estate swag. And you took away all that blue stuff. You took away the bags. You took away the canteens. You took away canteen. And how do you say that in Spanish, Pedro?
Oh, Cantinflora.
Canteen. Oh, say that one more time.
Cantinflora.
Okay. So what he said, y'all took that away. And then now we're ending the year, which everybody loves. It's what you asked for, and now we're going to bring it.
Absolutely. Well,
are we bringing it, Pedro? Are we bringing it? Are we bringing it?
One thing that Drew Estate takes extremely seriously is our end consumer experience.
Yes.
So I want to thank everybody that have been coming to our Drew Estate events. Not just to my personal events, but to all our Drew Estate events, because when it comes to our TMs, they do an amazing job. Not just being the host in a cigar bar and a cigar lounge, making you feel super welcome, you know, educating yourself about the premium cigar that we make. But for me, it is my true pleasure to launch our new Drew Estate swag for our in-store events. And this swag is available in Liga number 9 and Liga T52. So we got this amazing Liga Privada cigar rest. We got this beautiful, amazing Liga Privada clock. Then we have this Liga Privada smart cutter and cigar and wash in case. So everybody, when it comes to our Drew Estate events, if we go out, come on, Jonathan, show this one. This is how we go out. And on top of this beautiful, amazing swag, one of the kind from Drew Estate, we also have some amazing stuggies that we just can't wait to share with you. And I'm fun. Can you please help me out? What is the most rare cigar, hard to find, that people can get in our Drew Estate events?
Yeah, upcoming at our next series of events, we've got our Liga Privada Phineas Gauge. So if you ever love Lanceros, that's going to be one of your favorite cigars. I mean, that's one of the favorite cigars that I've ever seen in my life, where the first time I smoked it, and I remember, Willie, when that cigar came into the office, and it was in that beautiful cardboard box, I pulled it out, and I smoked it, and I started yelling. And I started yelling because of how good that cigar was. So when you take that H99 and you put it in a small ring gauge, that's where that wrapper really shines. So we know we have a great wrapper, and we put it into a Lancero format, 7x40. I mean, that's when you get the best of the best. And those Lanceros are super hard to roll. Yeah, there's people that say, hey, man, Lanceros are crazy cigars. They're skinny. But guess what? With that skinny ring gauge, that is where the flavor is.
Right.
And that's what we're delivering to the people. And that's where you can only find these cigars at our events. And that's why you go to these events, not only for the clocks, to get the great cigars as well.
That's right. And tomorrow morning, guys, I'm going to be jumping myself in an super early flight from Miami to Philly. So tomorrow night, August 31st, I'm going to be in Cigar Box at a Smoke Rings Cigar Bar in Jesselton, Pennsylvania. This is going to be the first event in the country showcasing this cigar that Ann was telling you guys all about. And then Friday, September 1st, I'm going to be in Cigar Bar Jurley in Jurley, Pennsylvania for their anniversary party. I was there last year, and it was bananas. Friday night is going to be crazier. So you better be there. Now, for the people that are right there in Pennsylvania, Saturday, September 2nd, I'm going to be in Wooding Indian Tobacco Shop in Harvington, Pennsylvania for the annual Drew Estate Big Roast. And Marty Rock, the one and only, myself, and Calvin, we're going to be hosting you guys for an amazing event. And to finish it up, my weekend in Pennsylvania, Sunday, September 3rd, I'm going to be in Harrisburg Beer and Cigar in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. So please mark your calendar because I can't wait to see you there because I'm very sure that you can't wait to get this thing on your collection of items from Drew
Okay,
Estate.
so we got the new Drew
yeah.
Estate
And the clock.
swag. And do not forget that clock. Like, I need the clock.
The clock I saw them.
Look at that clock.
Shows you this is Drew Estate time.
So, man
Liga
caves,
clock.
she cave, everything that's Drew Estate related. You need this clock. You need all this swag. Watch collectors. Really open that case up one more time, Pedro. Open that case up. Because you can put your watches. And for my ladies out there, we can put all our jewelry, all our beautiful big earrings in there. Yeah, big earrings can fit in here. Cigars will fit in there. So, yeah, beautiful swag.
Zola, everybody's talking about it as the Weekender.
It is a weekender.
It's the Weekender, and it's
is.
that leather, and it's really luxurious.
Yes.
And it's what a Liga Privada person
So
is
I love
going to
this
want
case
to.
because it's truly like a cocktail. Because a cocktail is not just about the look; it's also the smell. So when you open this, you smell that leather, right? You smell it. A true cocktail, it's the look, it's the feel, it's the smell, right? Smell it. It's
Let me tell you what I was thinking about smelling. This is the perfect case right here.
Yes.
To put all your weed in here.
Now, JD,
Right here.
JD, let's see, JD.
Let me tell you, you know how you fuck with that Altoid shit? This shit's even tighter. This is your international
airtight.
passport. You
It's
can put
airtight.
all your weed in here.
It's airtight.
You squared away. I know
Yo.
I'm breaking all the corporate laws.
It's airtight. We're just going to say, ladies and gentlemen, it is an airtight case. Whatever you decide to put in, it's airtight.
And look, guys, if you haven't looked at our website, you could go to drewestate.com/events, and you will find all of our events that will have this way starting on September 1st. So
September
if it is
1st.
not before September 1st, other than a few select Pedro events, you will not find this swag at our events. So again, drewestate.com/events, that's where you're going to find where all of these wonderful events are. Support your local brick and mortar, support your local territory manager, and you will find the watches, the clocks, all this great stuff.
All this
It's going to be a
beautiful.
great time.
And this is what we call Isola, the Liga Privada time.
We're ready.
Liga Privada
And
O'Clock.
I want everybody to raise your glass because everything right now, from now on, everything is about Liga Privada.
Salud.
How long does this promotion
All
last?
right.
Is this going to be starting off this
This
week?
is to the end of the year. So we're taking
Yeah,
this
September
all the
1st,
way.
the end of the year.
End of the year.
You know, that's a fun piece of it. You know, what we do in terms of our cigars and how serious we take it. Like I said, from you, Willie, living in Nicaragua, Pedro, you growing up there and returning after you graduated here in the United States to go back to your home country, me living in the factory for 19 years. You know, when I think about our brand management now, on Fawn, my man Eddie Wong, even Chris on the international sales side, is tonight what we're doing from a standpoint of talking about all the add-ons and all the extras. At the end of the day, everything comes back to one thing: quality, passion. The fact that we love our products, that we live it, that we've given our lives. You add up the years of our lives, everybody who's here tonight, in terms of every year that we've given to the tobacco industry, to Drew Estate being at the center of it, but to Nicaragua Cigars and Nicaragua, all the factories. Such a shout out to Padron, Plasencia, Perdomo, Oliva, STG, everybody out there, even those small factories. Everybody, you know, Nicaragua has completely changed what you guys were talking about earlier. Internationally, we talk about premium cigars as a whole, and then we talk a little bit about Cuban cigars and Nicaraguan cigars. But what you guys were getting into from a standpoint of Cuban cigars or New World cigars, and where we land in that, fuck that. To me, there's three categories. There's Cuban cigars, there's New World cigars, and there's motherfucking Drew Estate.
Yep.
And we are our own continent. We're our own shit. And I think that this Liga Privada, what we're doing with this product, I don't know, maybe fine. You know, I know that if you're in the United States and you want to grab some of this international shit, I don't know what the laws are. I ain't condoning nothing or putting my name behind which website to go to get that shit. You know what I'm saying? Legal gonna deal with me. But this is really about expansion plans. This is fourth quarter pressure because we did it all already. We've been around the world 4 times, 5 times, 20 times. And now for us, this episode in terms of where we are and with our people tonight and people who've tuned in to see what the things that we're bleeding, our passion and love for what we're doing now. The clocks is cool. People are going to go crazy at the end. I freaked out. Yo, Thomas, big props to everybody in the swag collection department creating cool shit, this leather travel case and everything. But at the end of the day it's all quality from the beginning. Quality is at the end of the equation. And I'm proud to report tonight that what we're doing with Liga Privada 10 market selection, in addition to our Liga Privada Anniversario brand, and distinguishing that from H99, T52, and Liga 9, tonight is a monumental, historical moment. And, so it's a blessing that we've been able to reach this far. Because all we were was the worst motherfucking cigar company in the world, which we were. The smallest cigar company in the world, which we were.
Oh yeah, big time.
The most fucked up, idiotic cigar company in the world, which we were. But no matter how big we've grown, no matter how much money we delivered to shareholders, bonds, everything at the end of the day, Willie, our team in Nicaragua, Rubio, Rich, everybody who, thousands of people, close to 4,000 full-time, thousands of part-time people who are making premium cigars every single day. When they see Pedro and they see our factory representative here in the United States at the forefront of what we're doing, that pride for all of them in Nicaragua, his dad who's with us tonight. That's right. This is one of our best shows in history, whether we get the most views or not, to have Pedro's Pops with us tonight.
Yes.
I know your mother. How many times have we eaten at the family?
But Dad is here.
This is the most important thing about what True Estate is about. And this is the most beautiful night that we have your dad with us here. Love you. And this is
That's awesome.
this is what it's all about.
Thank you so very much.
And let's remind everybody, when you smoke Nicaraguan cigars, any cigar you're smoking, you are supporting people, you are supporting families, you are supporting the people that work for Drew Estate. And thank you so much for being a part of smoking our cigars, because that's what it's really about. It's about supporting people that live in Nicaragua, where that's a hard country, man. And that the people work so hard. And that's what it's all about, man, and really supporting everything that we're about, including great tobacco, great cigars, and great people that all work behind the scenes to make all these great things happen. So get to your events, support our local TMs, and really smoke our cigars, man.
That's right. I'm going to take the time to send a special message to my people in Nicaragua. Muchas gracias por todo lo que ustedes hacen. Si todo el equipo brilla, todos brillamos. Si una persona brilla, todos brillamos. Porque al final del día, cuando se trata de Drew Estate, es acerca de equipo de trabajo. Es teamwork. So without you guys, and everybody in Esteli, Nicaragua, and everybody that work day in and day out, we will never be where we at. So everybody, thank you so very much. And of course, Jonathan.
Mira, yo tengo más, chavalo. Mira, para toda la gente en Nicaragua, la corazón de nosotros, muchísimas gracias, porque sin usted, nosotros nunca tiene el tabaco, el puros, el cultura de nosotros. Para la gente en el mundo, y este es no solo para Estados Unidos, este es el mundo. Para las personas, las trabajadoras, las personas de factory representativos, y el gobierno, y todas las personas en Nicaragua, ellos ponen más poder de Drew Estate, más amor para Drew Estate, y nosotros ahora tiene esta noche para respetar a ustedes iguales de todas las personas en Estados Unidos, Alemania, la motherfucking goulash, or whatever that shit is.
That's right.
¿Entiéndeme o no?
Absolutely.
Claro que sí, motherfucker.
Selección del mercado va a ser una marca que todo mundo va a hablar.
Inglés, por favor.
Worldwide.
Somebody
So
say
yeah,
that
Selección del mercado is gonna be a name that everybody's gonna talk about it. That's what we are doing right here, and we just can't wait to put that cigar in your hand.
In your motherfucking mouth.
The best of the best.
As we wrap up this beautiful holiday weekend in the United States,
What?
it is Labor Day weekend, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to have a good time. And as we celebrate Labor Day weekend within the United States, at this point, I would like to bring out Chef Julia to celebrate our beautiful Labor Day weekend. We're going to take a little coffee break for Labor Day because coffee is America's drink.
If we were to take over Starbucks next, this is our version of a sweet cream cold brew.
Cream cold brew.
And because we are in a dive bar tonight, we decided to mix it up with some Tullamore Dew.
So dive bar, Tullamore
Yeah.
coffee.
It's got some Irish swag to it
Okay.
because y'all are going to Europe.
Got a little cinnamon on there. This is good, right? This is very boozy too. This is extremely boozy. I think there's more Tullamore Dew or Irish whiskey in here than
Yo, this is the showstopper tonight. You guys taste this shit?
Yeah.
this is
I never had something like that in my life. No bullshit.
very boozy. Gentlemen, we are coming to that hour. I just want to thank everyone for being here tonight. I want to thank you for watching us tonight. I want to thank our international family for being here tonight. Cheers to you all. One last cheers and toast to all of us tonight across this global world that we live in. Cheers, cheers, cheers. As we close, I would like for everyone to give me, I know you're ready for this. You're probably not ready for this, but I want you to give me a one-liner for your life. So I want a one-liner for your life. So I'm going to start with Edward Wong. I got to say that, Edward Wong.
Eddie
Red
Wong.
face Wong.
You got to come up with one-liner for your life that you share, that you would like to share.
Okay, so I'm just going to say no act of kindness is ever wasted.
Oh, okay.
All philosophical.
That's the nicest shit you ever said.
Beautiful, Edward. No act of kindness is ever
Wasted.
wasted, all right?
It's a Jerry Springer moment.
The DNA.
You know, be good to yourself and to each other.
That's two liners.
Okay.
Chris Turco, your one-liner.
Great privilege to be part of the Drew Estate International family.
All right, Chris Turco. On fine.
You know, I got to shout out to a sad girl named Sally, and I would say a sad life is full of sad excuses. That's really the reality of the world. Right now, right here.
Willie Herrera.
I'm going to say life's too short to smoke a bad cigar.
Man, that's a hard lady.
All right.
Let me see if I can align myself. Be blessed, stay blessed, smoke cigars, and smoke more Drew Estate cigars.
Damn, son.
Jonathan Drew.
Yo, you guys got it all tonight. I'll just finish up with saying that we love you guys, and it's all it's about. You know, tonight you said the word beautiful a lot of times, and that's what it's about. Just being beautiful and sharing the love, and that's what our industry and more importantly what our culture is about. And what we've done at Drew Estate is to just share that love and tap into it. So from us and from me, just a wonderful show, and thank you guys so much. It's been a lot of fun tonight. It's great to have Pedro's Pops with us tonight. Yo, Pedro's Pops.
Shit.
Cheers. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being with us tonight. live your best life, have fun, smoke the cigar, and just enjoy your life. Cheers, everybody.
Yeah.
Yes.
To goulash.
Goulash.